In the shadowy stillness of Sri Lanka's rainforest, a rare and intimate encounter begins. Among tangled branches and filtered light, the vibrant Sri Lanka dwarf kingfisher makes its quiet approach, not in search of prey, but of partnership. What begins as cautious curiosity soon deepens into trust. The male draws near the female, fluttering gently, offering soft calls, an invitation to connect. Then, with a gesture of affection, he brings her food, a small insect, carefully chosen and delicately presented. She accepts, and in that simple act, a bond is sealed. Feeding becomes more than nourishment. It is courtship, care, and promise. The dwarf kingfisher found in Sri Lanka is known as the Ceylon dwarf kingfisher or Sri Lanka dwarf kingfisher, Sikhs oranges, formerly considered a subspecies of the oriental dwarf kingfisher. This tiny, brilliantly colored bird is endemic to Sri Lanka, meaning it's found nowhere else. Their movements grow closer, synchronized, and at last, nature's most delicate moment unfolds. In a brief and instinctive embrace, they mate, continuing the ancient rhythm of life that pulses through this forest. This is not just behavior. It is the language of connection, spoken without words, hidden deep within the green heart of Sri Lanka. After their first mating ritual, the male takes to the air once more, vanishing into the foliage in search of another offering. Eager to impress his mate with a fresh gift, the female remains behind, patiently waiting. In the quiet that follows, she begins to preen herself with delicate care, as if preparing for the return of her devoted partner. Renowned for its dazzling plumage, the Sri Lanka dwarf kingfisher is a true gem of the rainforest. Its bright orange underparts, deep purplish-blue crown, and striking red bill making it unmistakable. This elusive bird calls the dense wet zone forests of Sri Lanka's lowlands home, where it moves quietly through tangled vegetation near streams and shaded undergrowth. Shy by nature, it often remains hidden, revealing itself only in quick flashes as it darts out to catch prey, feeding on insects, tiny lizards, and frogs with swift, precision dives. But this forest jewel faces a growing threat. As deforestation continues to erode its habitat, the Sri Lanka dwarf kingfisher now stands as near threatened, a quiet reminder of the urgent need for conservation in these precious ecosystems. This time, the male returns without a gift, opting instead for a swift mating attempt. The female eyes him with a hint of surprise, as if questioning his lack of an offering. Measuring just 13 centimeters, or about 5 inches, in length, this tiny bird is a marvel of the rainforest. Its diminutive size, paired with its brilliant colors and elusive behavior, makes each sighting a rare and captivating experience in Sri Lanka's dense forest undergrowth. Though not the smallest by every measure, it remains one of the tiniest and most enchanting kingfishers on the planet. The male makes another attempt to mate, once again arriving without a gift. But this time, the female isn't so easily swayed. She turns him down, holding her ground. It's clear, No offering, no favor. Understanding her message, the male takes off once more, vanishing into the forest in search of something to win her over. This time, the male returns triumphantly, a small lizard in his beak, an offering for his mate. But to his surprise, she's no longer there. He calls out several times, his voice echoing through the trees, then takes to the air once more, hoping to find her somewhere nearby. Deforestation, habitat loss, and human encroachment are steadily shrinking the spaces these birds call home. Protecting species like the dwarf kingfisher means protecting the forests they depend on. It calls on us to preserve what remains and restore what's been lost, so that future generations may still glimpse this tiny jewel darting through the shadows.